We're going to be doing today is splitting up into groups. We have artists, architects, planners here, right? Everybody, and we also have residents who live in the neighborhood. And so what we're doing as professionals is we are donating our time, and we'll be listening to what the residents have to say about their neighborhood and what they want to see it look like. Okay, and then we as visionaries get to draw that with them. Okay, so we're kind of like their kind of like a seismograph, right? They dictate what they want to see, we draw it for them or with them. The one thing that we're really focusing on here is 17th Avenue, which is the neighborhood's main commercial corridor. 17th Avenue is a very interesting case. It has all of the infrastructure that it really needs to become a great street. But over the years, a lot of government resources haven't been allocated to it. We don't really understand why. So what we're here to do is to show new visions of what 17th Avenue can be, and we want to present that to the city and see if we could bring some of those resources in to actually make it what it really can be.
Everybody promise. I'm tired of promise. Okay, so hopefully this one is the final promise. I bought my house here, and my children grow in here. I'm a grandma of 5, and that's why it's a nice area to live. Other areas they're improving, like Northeast and 36th Street. Boy, they improve a lot. That was worse than this area, and right now it's beautiful. I don't want to have high buildings, but the streets, they can be decent and they can be clean, and then we can be proud to live around here.
We have over 40 people here that are drawing and learning about our community. I think that their drawings will be the witness to what I like to see. I met Brian a few months ago, earlier this year, and I talked to him about our project, our initiative, Light Up Allapattah, and he took it on full blast. And the idea was for us to get together here today and make this happen.
Well, right now we're talking about ways to maybe slow traffic down a little bit. You just heard like a bus zoom by. So we're looking at ways of maybe making the street feel a little more quaint, a little narrower without reducing the number of travel lanes. So we talked about things like curb extensions at the intersections, which are nice because they give a place for cafe seating and people hang out, or additional landscaping. It's balance between
I met them once.
Creating a new vision, but also not losing the identity that the neighborhood has already. I drove down. First time, I was amazed at how much nice retail it has. It has grocery stores, bakeries, flower store over there, things that other neighbors would love to have, or neighborhoods would love to have. So they've got a lot that they already have that they can build on. It's not like you're starting from scratch and trying to create something. So I think that's a great asset for the neighborhood.
I noticed while we were walking around that there are a few areas where there's very little shade and just like a leaning post or something, and everywhere that was, there were 1 or 2 people, even if in the course of 5 minutes, that would stop and lean on the post and just catch a breath in the shade. So I was thinking to go along with Mike's bump out idea of a place that, you know, he brought up benches, and I think the alligator benches is kind of a really cool idea. But maybe a spot on the corner where people could slow down and just catch a breath and say hi, kind of catch up on what's going on around town, maybe just you know, daily kind of chatter, if you will. And also approaching the problem of the lighting and shade on the streets. As Mike said, there's not very many trees there. Installing trees would be, I think, a great thing. And then my kind of solution to the problem was to build at each of these little corners maybe a seating area with an umbrella type of lattice structure, so that in the middle of the umbrella there could be a light to provide light at night on the corners, because if people are gathering in that area, I think it would be a good idea to have them well lit. And then also the ladder structure can provide structure for growth on different plants to kind of install little green spaces to provide shade for people.
I went by bus down here to see also 17th Avenue. And one of the things I noticed is that, you know, it's very close. There's no real outdoors here. And I even stopped a lady that passed by with a lot of children, 5 children she had with her. And I asked her what she would like to see here, and she said predominantly seating areas, more green. You know, but it's nice to be outside. One of the most important things I noticed, the only bus shelter here that has cover is by the YMCA. All the other ones don't have. I just don't understand it. We're in the rainy season. You know, people who have to go to work like to go and arrive there dry as well. You know, the communities go by public transport. So there's an area where you can have more outdoors, not just the park, but people want, you know, spots around where they can just sit down, where you have an indent, you know, not just on the pavement, but there's a real area where they can just sit down and have something that the kids can play. That makes a world of difference.
I think if the residents can't really identify their neighborhood, it's because, you know, there's no effort to say this is Allapattah, this is our community. So there's no sort of force to reinforce that this is what's here.
I have a resident with me, Warner. One of the things that she has given me information on is that the street is extremely busy, that it's more populated with elderlies, with push carts, and it's very dangerous to cross. And then she began to talk about the various buildings that are around, or businesses that are around, and my job was to ask her whether or not she would like those businesses to stay, and whether or not what would happen if she wants them to move. What would that new business be? And so we have set ourselves on Ace Hardware and a potential restaurant, juice bar, and we would like that juice bar to be reminiscent of a Caribbean space of naturalness with color and palm trees, etc. So that's what we are looking to sketch, and then to open up Ace a little bit to, instead of having its back turned against the community, to open that up, either with signs of sales or what is in there.
36. So you have the high school, Jackson High School. You have a Winn-Dixie and the public library. This is the entrance to Allapattah, and this is very arid, very quick, very noisy transit. So the idea is to create a buffer where this could be certain community activities that the library, the school, and the supermarket would help do that, and at the same time it would be the welcome entrance to Allapattah. So that's several shots we're trying to picture here. And he has more details.
Tell us about this one.
The idea is, this is the existing space. Right now it's just the public library. On the back they have the school, but pretty much the area is very empty. This is just parking lots. The idea is to bring more public space for people to get together. The building is right here, and all this area here, the idea is to create that park or square behind the public library. On this side, they have like a street, but the idea is to bring another treatment to the street, so it's more friendly.
This space here, there was a chain link fence up, and there was this large grassy field, at least an acre or two of land, and you weren't actually able to get to it. And so it really created a dead space along the street where it was just this fence, and you saw this beautiful expanse of land that you couldn't really get to. And as I was sitting and I was drawing, I had a number of families pass by me, and we had conversations about what that space could be. And a lot of the people that I spoke with said, we don't have access to a lot of fresher food around here. It would be really nice if the people that come and they bring their stands or their trucks and they sell their fruits and vegetables, if they had a place where they could come and sell that stuff. So what we could do with this space is turn it into a park where we could have covered tents, and fruit and vegetable vendors can come and sell their goods as well as artwork and other crafts, right? So this could become like a permanent park that people come visit during the daytime, and it creates a lot of activity in that area of the neighborhood, which really doesn't have that kind of outdoor gathering space.
I've been the chair for almost 12 years now, and I'm very extremely proud of what I'm seeing here and working with Sean and Raul and the others as volunteers to help elevate the beautification of Allapattah in all capacities. This is long awaited coming along, and I'm glad that Sean has taken the initiative with others to step forward and step up to the plate to make it happen.